Deacon Cabral, Need, Isabel de Souza, Rosa Maria Figueiredo, Michael Lizardo, Isabel Garcia, Antonio Heitor, Carla Heitor, Rosa Ribeiro, George Souza, and members of the Andrade family and Ventura family. Folks, if you could kindly push back, please, push back, so everybody can see. Jack and Rod.
Hi, David.
Oh.
Tony Heitor.
Barbie wave.
Pá, se não andasse casado com esta mulher, nunca te manda.
4 o'clock sharp, as we promised.
Exactly 4 o'clock.
Does anybody else need booklets? We have plenty of booklets. Does everybody have a booklet?
Yes.
We have booklets if anybody needs booklets.
I give one.
Father Martins?
All right.
One, two, check. Tony, all committee members have a booklet? It's now 4 p.m. 4 p.m. to date, we've waited 4 years for it. It's very, very emotional for all of us here today, for many reasons. My name is David Coelho, and I'm the chairman of this great committee, a subcommittee of the Danbury Portuguese Day Committee. A great group of people that helped put this together. I'll explain how the process took place in a moment. At this time, I'd like to have the anthems of the United States of America and of Portugal. Your attention, please, with the Sons of Portugal Marching Band. By the way, the flags are at half-mast in memory of the tragedy in Texas.
As armas, pela paz.
Sons of Portugal Marching Band, great band, a great treasure here in Danbury. Thank you, thank you.
78 years old.
78 years old this year. This time we have the members of the committee holding the ribbon and members of the Andrade and Ventura family with us holding the ribbon. In a moment I will cut the ribbon and unveil what we've been waiting, excuse me, what we've been waiting for 4 years. It's unbelievable. You're gonna love it. Excuse me.
Is that for your haircut?
Nice and tight. Okay, countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. The thunder from John Philip Sousa, of course. Meus senhores e meus senhores, boa tarde. Muito obrigado por estar aqui. Eu quero dizer obrigado por todos as pessoas que teve dinheiro para este monumento. Esse monumento é importante para a nossa comunidade portuguesa. Esse monumento fala, tem uma história. Olhem lá os 4 painéis e tu vai ler a história do Portugal, o português aqui em Danbury, é uma coisa para nossas crianças, para lembrar os navegadores, as pessoas que não estão vivas agora, as pessoas, os trabalhadores aqui estão em Danbury, as coisas, os Camões. Qual português este monumento representado? Esse monumento tem 6 pés, é só. Este monumento está muito alto, sim. Esse é a cidade de Danbury. Os monumentos aqui do vários países é 5 pés, é tem tempo para ler os 4 painéis, ok? Agora vai estar o blessing do monumento para o Sr. Padre José Brito Martins. Sr. Padre.
I am a short guy. Good afternoon to everyone. Today is a day to remember those who were, to those who are, and mostly to those who will be in this city of Danbury. And today is a day to put a stone here in the center of the city of Danbury, not to remember our history, but to remember our future. I'd like to invite the children, please come close to the monument, please. Because this city and this heritage belongs to them, not to us, because who we are. Not those who passed away, that we remember with deep and constantly memory in our hearts. But these young children, like this, will be our heritage. Let us pray to God to give the knowledge and the wisdom to always fulfill His will in this city. Em nome do Pai, do Filho e do Espírito Santo. Amém. O nosso auxílio vem do Senhor, que fez o céu e a terra. Cristo, Filho de Deus, veio ao mundo para reunir os que estavam dispersos. Mas mesmo desde o início da sua vinda neste mundo, tornou-se sinal de salvação ou de condenação, conforme a atitude assumida diante da sua mensagem redentora. Ao terminar a sua missão, foi levado à árvore da cruz e se tornou desde então o trono e o estandarte da redenção humana. E distintivo essencial dos seus discípulos. Instituiu ainda na sua igreja diversos sinais sacramentais, em que os cristãos manifestam e fortalecem a sua fé, esperança e caridade. Também nós, aqui nesta sociedade civil, há diversas associações, diversos movimentos, diversos momentos em que celebramos a fé e o facto de estarmos unidos. Caríssimos, dadas as circunstâncias, podeis olhar para trás de vós, vamos apressar-nos. Oremos. Deus do universo, que fizestes de todas as nações um só povo para vós consagrado, abençoai este monumento e a todos aqui presentes, um só povo que por vós consagrado, que hoje apresentam aos vossos fiéis, e fazei sob a sua proteção todos aqueles que Ele mesmo representa, para que alcancem a abundância e a realização dos seus ideais, o progresso e o bem-estar, e progridam com amor para a relação com Deus e com os homens. Por Cristo Senhor nosso. Amém. Abençoe-vos Deus Todo-Poderoso, Pai, Filho e Espírito Santo. Okay. At this time we'll have the reading of the panels. For the dedication panel, we've chosen Hilda Barrett. Hilda, come over here, please.
Oh, you need a step ladder.
I'm over here. You are an American, but never forget you are Portuguese heritage. Today I am proud to be with all of you in dedicating this monument in memory of all the Portuguese people who came to Danbury, Connecticut, and to help make this community a better place. God, thanks for all your blessings.
And next, for the Portuguese and USA panel, I'd like to call upon Ricky and Julia Andrade. Yeah. On the other side.
No, wait. Hey, take the book. Take the book. Take the book.
You got the book? Okay, good. Okay, I'm doing the USA Portugal.
Portugal and the United States of America, standing together in love, friendship, and community.
Portugal and the United States of America, standing together in love, friendship, and community.
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Julia. Next, we have the Camoys package from Deacon Jose Cabral. Deacon knows it by heart. Deacon, come on over here, please.
E aqueles que por obras valorosas se vão da lei da morte libertando. And those to their acts of value liberate themselves from that of Libya. Os Lusíadas, canto primeiro, instância segunda, Luís Vaz de Camões.
Thank you, Deacon. Thank you. Next, Lucy Ventura, please. Lucy Ventura.
At the age of discovery, Prince Henry the Navigator envisioned it. Vasco da Gama in his voyage achieved it. Luís Vaz de Camões in his writings immortalized it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. Next, I'd like to call upon the mayor of the city of Danbury, the Honorable Mark D. Boughton. Mayor Boughton.
Oh, man.
Okay. Into City Hall. Into City Hall. Go into City Hall for now.
Okay, well, give me a break. Thank you, honey. Good, 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 good. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Come over here, honey.
Estás cansada? Estás cansadíssima?
É, mas eu estou bem, eu não me deixo. Muito amigo.
Ora bem. É, está bonito.
É boa sorte, boa sorte. Foi batizado duas vezes.
Boa sorte.
Now that we've all taken a shower, nobody stinks. Thank you very much. Those of us that didn't get to the
Hi, babe. What is going on? Don't focus.
It won't
Sorry? Okay.
That might be the only
But it's got a
I
Mike Feliciano.
No, we're not going to give him friends. She's
Who are you looking for? Mike Feliciano.
Mike was that way. Say, but Mike Feliciano.
Mike Feliciano. Oh, good. Oh, good man. Nice job. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check. We're gonna go. Check 1 2. What's 1 2? Check. Marianne, excuse me.
Yep. Let me get
1 2. Check 1 2. Friend for another event who just told me the monument was blessed by my father and also blessed by our Lord from heaven. Right? Definitely. So where do we leave off? Introducing the mayor, our great mayor of the city of Danbury, the Honorable Mark Mayor Mountain.
Thanks, everybody. Sorry about the rain, but I'm outranked by the Padres, so you can blame him. But I did want to recognize some public officials that are here today. I see our Commissioner of Veterans Affairs for the state of Connecticut and City Councilman Tom Sadi is with us. Thank you for being here. State Representative David Arcani is here. City Councilman Andrew Wetmore is with us. State Senator Mike McLaughlin is here. Board of Education member Farley Santos is here. Did I miss anybody, guys? If I missed you, I'm sorry. Anyways, we want to welcome everybody here to City Hall and to this wonderful garden that we've created. This is called Heritage Plaza, in the space that we're at. We envisioned this about 4 or 5 years ago as a way to utilize this to recognize all of the people that have come to our city over hundreds of years and have made it a better place. And so you'll notice that in addition to the one we've dedicated today for the people from Portugal, we also have one from Lebanon, we have one from Italy as well. And it's important for us, while we always look to the future, to never forget our past. So today, this day, in our city, we recognize the incredible contribution that Portuguese people have made to this city to make it the city it is today. Without all of you and your ancestors out there, Danbury would not be Danbury. And that is the point of this beautiful space that we've created for all people to enjoy. I want to congratulate Dave Quello because he was really the mover and the driver behind this project. He had the vision. Let's give him a round of applause to do this. He's not here today, but I do want to congratulate, no, Dave is here. But I want to congratulate Antonio Idrola. He's the Director of Public Works, but he envisions the how all this sits on the base and the engineering for all this so it'll last not just for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, but for 200 years. And that's the point, that when we're gone, people will come here, they will read here, and they will understand the contributions that have made Danbury the greatest city in the United States of America. So congratulations to everybody. I know we're going to hear from our artist a little bit later, but he's been instrumental as well. And I certainly want to thank all of you for coming out here today. I think we have Portuguese Days coming up soon. What's the date? June 3rd. June 3rd. You better be there, be here, and all the way down Main Street because we're going to have a good time. But better events, everybody. God bless you. Viva Portugal.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor, you know, looking at City Hall here, I am so pleased to see the state flag of the state of Connecticut.
You never know.
You never know. Let's hope it happens. Let's hope it happens. Thank you. I'd like to formally recognize the members of the committee at this time. If they just give a wave here. Fatima Almeida. Fatima Almeida. Posthumously, Christopher Andrade. Helena Andrade. Jack Andrade. Hilda Barrett. Deacon José Cabral. Isabel de Souza. Rosa Maria Figueiredo. Michael Felizardo. Isabel Garcia. Antonio Heitor. Carla Heitor. Rosa Ribeiro. George Souza. And posthumously, Americo Ventura. Each one of these individuals contributed in very special ways. If you're a spouse of one of those committee members, you're probably wondering, why are they going to have so many meetings? Well, we had a lot of meetings to get this monument right. Simple things. I learned so much about the Portuguese grammar from Rosa Ribeiro. Rosa, she would tell us about this little till mark here, a tick mark here, a chapéu aqui. Thank you. And I know we'll be hearing from the monument people also, and they're probably wondering, what are all these little marks here, right? But thank you very much. I mentioned two people posthumously, and I'd like to speak a little bit about them. They're mentioned in our booklet. If you didn't get a booklet, please be sure we have plenty of booklets left. The first one is Americo Ventura. About 4 years ago, he was a member of the Portuguese Day Committee, and he said, you know, it's about time the Portuguese put a monument here in front of City Hall. And he said, let's get it built. And with those words, let's get it built, that was the catalyst that ignited the fire in all of us to say, yes, let's think about that. So we started meeting in committees, and what's the design going to look like, right? So let's get it built. What's it going to be? And Americo, if you remember Americo, you would always be rattling off these words about Prince Henry the Navigator and Vasco da Gama and Camões, right? Always giving those names of what they did. So we knew we had to incorporate that into the monument. And then with Christopher Andrade, we were sitting around the table, and Chris said, we needed to have a padrão. And I said, what's a padrão? As I learned from him, the padrão was the marker that the Portuguese would carry on their ships, and when they would land in an area they discovered, would place on the shores. In fact, if you're at in Lisbon, I'm sure everyone here has been to Lisbon, and you see the Monumento dos Descobrimentos, you'll see right along the Tejo River, you'll see one of the navigators carrying a padrão in his hand, right, in his arms. And then Chris Andrade says, we need to have a caravella ship, but put it inside of the bands of the earth. And I'm saying to myself, Chris, you're crazy. He says, how are we going to do this? So he said, no, we can do it. So then we started approaching the artists, the metal artists and the granite artists. And we spoke to David Bogian. I'm going to have him come up here in a moment. And he says, yes, it's possible. We can do it. If you look in your booklets, if they're not all totally wet, we have some dry ones here. You'll see how it began with pieces of cardboard. The ideas became on sketches, on pieces of paper, rough drawings. They're all inside the booklet. And when he said, yes, we can do this, I was so very happy because I knew we were going to start fulfilling the dreams and wishes of Americo Ventura and Christopher Andrade, and in turn, the dreams and wishes of all of us here today. That's what we've accomplished. So let me bring up first the granite artisan, Mr. Ned Steinmetz from Brown's Monument Works in Monroe. You'll see, once you get a chance to look around the monument, you'll see the great way he did the compass in great detail on this side, the Portuguese and the American flags in great detail. We thought it was just going to be a little rectangle with a little shading. No, he's got all the marks there. Ned Steinmetz, come on up here, please. Mr. Ned Steinmetz.
Thank you very much. We don't usually speak at these things, so forgive me. I just wanted to thank David and the rest of the committee for their tireless efforts in working something like this out. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of personal sacrifice, and I do recognize that, and I appreciate that. more times than not, our work marks places of great sadness and sorrow. It is really our great privilege to do something like this that commemorates the accomplishments, past, present, future of the Portuguese community in Danbury. So thank you very much, and it's really our great privilege to have done this and to have our work also in the shadows of David's masterful works of bronze, both the Hatter's Memorial and now what you see before you here today. Thank you very much.
Ned, thank you very much. It's really a pleasure dealing with you. Yeah. Next gentleman is the person who made all the metal works. That's David Boshian. David, come on up here, please. You gotta come up and take a look at it in close. You'll see the detail of this Caravella ship. It's ready to sail. It's ready to sail. David, come on up here.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank the Portuguese committee for selecting me to do this. And I'd like to thank everybody here for contributing in the ways in which you have to Danbury and also to this monument. Thank you so much. So it was a challenge, to say the least. I got together with Dave and with the committee, and I said, Dave, I need a ship. So he went online and he found me a Caravella ship. We got that back to the studio, and I reworked it from what it was originally in wood into wax, and then I built, the ocean waves and the currents that carried the ship from Portugal to the United States. The global armillary was a challenging part to the whole thing, but we got that accomplished, we got that put together. I think the concept of the ship within the armillary is a powerful statement. It shows the existence of Henry the Navigator and that focus of circumnavigating the globe and finding your way to new destinations and new communities. And thank you again.
Thank you, David. In fact, my last conversation with Chris Andrade, we were talking about the bands of the earth. Many people said, oh, escudo. I said, it's gotta be a name. There has to be a name. And I found it was armillary. I called Chris up on the phone and I said, Chris, I found the name. It's called an armillary. And that is a navigation instrument. In fact, Father Ritu told me that it was first developed by the Greeks, right, Father? By the Greeks. And depending on the band and the time of year, sailors could tell as far as the position of the stars exactly where they were. So that armillary are the bands of the earth that are in the center of our Portuguese flag. So we thought it was very, very fitting to have this all put together. And it's a dream come true. Please come around later and see the great detail from wax to metal. And these are the artisans that we are dealing with. Just great individuals. Just a pleasure dealing with these folks. So finally, I'd like to thank once again all the contributors. There are many I know that are not here today that contributed amounts of money. And as you know, in our booklet here, we did not list how much money anyone gave. The intent was your names are in here. The amounts are kept confidential. We appreciate everything that was given to us for this monument. And without your help, this would not be possible. So, muito obrigado por todos. Papers are a little wet here, stand by. I also want to thank Mayor Boughton and the engineering department for their cooperation in having us place the monument here at this location. We were able to pick a spot that we requested. We think it's a very good location. Also I want to thank my wife Donna. I want to thank the spouses of all the committee members for allowing them to come to all the meetings, countless hours. You'll see a picture in the booklet that we took outside here in the snow. Well, that could have been last week, right? But we spent a lot of time doing this. We wanted to do it right. So thank you to all the spouses as well. And I want to thank God for giving me the strength and the graces to see this to the end. And I believe we did a good job with this. Something we can all be proud of. Obrigado por todos, and thank you, Lord, for everything as well. This concludes our speaking program. We're all invited now to a nice reception in the hall of the Immaculate Heart of Mary Church. But before you leave, please take a look at the monument and let's spend some time down here talking with everyone and enjoying. Oh, I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. Waterbury, tem surpresa. Jack and Rod, obrigado. Pessoas do Waterbury.
People from. I don't see
Ser imigrante é ser herói num povo rico em tradições, é ser herdeiro de gente ilustre, desde o Henrique até Camões, é implantar por todo lado mais um pedaço de Portugal. É a saudade e a nostalgia do nosso querido doutor natal. Ser imigrante é ser herói de um povo rico em tradições, é ser herdeiro de gente ilustre, desde o Henrique até Camões, é implantar por todo lado mais um pedaço de Portugal. É a saudade e a nostalgia do nosso querido doutor natal. O nosso centro cultural, a nossa igreja e o monumento representam Portugal nesta cidade todo momento.
Very good, very good. That was a nice surprise. Jack and Rod put together the Migrants and they changed a few words to make it special for this city. That concludes our speaking program for now. Let's go and enjoy the reception and let's stay here, enjoy the food, but most importantly, enjoy the company of each other. Meus senhores e meus senhores, muito obrigado. Doug.
Someone's cell phone here?
How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Everything okay? Yeah.
Então, gravou alguma coisa ou não? Então foi o passeio.
Good.
Get it all?
Huh?
Did you get it all? Trying to get a few pictures. I think it's amazing. Yeah, but yeah, I told you.
As flores da saia.
un lugar a miren
They know when I'm not there. They know when I'm
Big deal. My grandmother goes,
I can't speak it.
You're a boy. You're not dead. You're a boy. You're a boy.
Are you gonna stay in there or are you going to?
Well, it's funny.